My name is Zena Erlanzo, and in this video, I will demonstrate to you on how to make a successful Discord camp for your own needs. For the majority of you who don't know what a Discord camp is, if you have ever watched Survivor, TDI or BFDI, it's basically like that but with Discord. You get your basic challenges and eliminations. Just so you note, the Discord camp community is filled to the brim with object show fans. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm only just stating this out because there's loads of camps which are object show related. But I don't care how you set out your camp, could be object-based or not. First step to make a Discord camp is to get creative. You can make a horror-based camp, mystery-based camp, or just a fun meme camp. I don't care how you set that out. After you pick your theme for the Discord camp, you will need to plan out on how it goes. Maybe make some lore behind this camp. Maybe get yourself a co-host to appease the Discord camp a bit more, or just go straight for it without a plan. Next step to making a Discord camp is actually making the camp itself. Start off with the channels. You can keep the dedicated channels when you first made your server, or don't. Next you will need 6 channels, which are as follows. Sign up channel, where people can participate in the Discord camp by just showing off their info about their said OC. And challenges channel, where you set out your challenges and stuff for the contestants to enjoy, do. An elimination channel, also very important. This is where you will make the elimination. I will talk more about the challenges and the eliminations later on in this video. Confessional channel, where people vote off someone else without needing to DM the contestants. And results channel, where you say your opinion on the challenge they have submitted and give them ranks. And the final 2 are a contestant chat, where people communicate to other contestants without talking in general, an elimination leaderboard, to keep track of who's eliminated. There are some others which I have not talked about, which are the introduction about what your camp is based on, and an ad board, which I will get into next. Advertising is the most important part of making a successful Discord camp. Everyone advertises their camp to someone else's camp, so that's how they get into their Discord camp. To advertise the camp, you got to make the ad first. You have to make the advertisement stand out to the reader so they will join your camp. Some tips that I will give you are a backstory or an introduction on the camp, then the hosts on this camp. If it's one host, then put one host, what you provide on your camp, and then place a permanent invite on your camp. Now, try and find some camps that you will put your advertisement in. Try this technique called ad hopping. Ad hopping is where you go into a camp, advertise your camp, join a different camp and leave the camp you advertised on. People do this to gain some attraction to the person without needing to stay on this camp to advertise. Back to what I said about the ad board, place your ad there so you don't need to rewrite the whole advertisement all over again. The next thing to do is think about how many people will join your camp. I have seen people having 100 people in Discord camps, but please go the easy way and probably do 15 to 30 people in one camp. If you're going for the smaller amount, you don't need to worry on how many challenges to make or how many eliminations we have to do next. This is for your own sake to not go for a ridiculous amount, because most of the time, it's not going to work. Probably 20 people will join your camp and nowhere higher than that. So stick with 15 if you're just starting. Moreover, please listen to this, and it is really important. You need to have patience. It doesn't matter if you want to fill up this camp real quick. Advertise your camp and wait. I waited a full day for 10 people to join, and I wasn't complaining. Okay, that was an over-exaggeration, but please have patience. Maybe sometimes the camp may fill up quickly or slowly. Please wait for the people to join your camp. Now that you have planned out how many people are going to join your camp, we're going to the next step. The key to keep the camp going and possibly end on a happy note is challenges. This is really important because you're giving the contestants a task on what to do to continue onwards with this camp. You can think of a hard challenge, pretty risky since people will struggle and leave the camp, or go for an easy and simple challenge that people could do. I honestly wouldn't care how you set that out, even though I said that multiple times, but challenges have to be fun and a little bit challenging for the contestants. If you can't think of any challenges, I have some examples for you. Make a cake for the host, make a trivia quiz, a scavenger hunt around the Discord camp. But really, I wanted you to think of your own challenges to give to the contestants. Now, as soon as you give the challenges to the contestants and you give them a dedicated time to finish the camp, the next step after that is the eliminations. Eliminations is where you get the contestants to vote off another contestant. Basically, without the people outside of the camp, aka the people who aren't participating, you can get the contestants to vote off someone else in the camp, and that's where confessionals take place. They are essential for the camp because you don't need to go to their DMs and ask them to vote off someone, because most of the time, the contestants may have their DMs off. So you can ask the contestants to vote on their confessionals, give them some time, and then you read off the votes. As soon as the contestant gets eliminated, this will be a tedious step, but you need to go into the leaderboard and put the contestant's name on the leaderboard to keep track of who's eliminated throughout the camp. This is optional, but you can also add a board on the same concept as the leaderboards, but in a picture way, like you ask for their last words. Then you have a pic of their characters being eliminated. Yada yada yada, something like that. Now the last part is to think of as a good prize to give to the winner. If your camp is finished and you have a winner, give them a prize that they will love, not just some fake item or a thumbs up or something like that. Maybe make them a fan art for their OC, or give them a good present that you don't need. Last time I did this, I gave the winner a 2010 Roblox account. It's not a good prize, but it's at least something, except for a fake item.
Thank you for watching this video. I completely forgot about this video and I decided to rush at the end, so yeah, hope this tips works for you. You should like and subscribe for more tips like these, so